Computer boot sequence initiated. Accessing library computer data. NCC 10535. Starship Tempest.
Space. The final frontier. These are the missions of the Starship Tempest. Set between Captains Kirk and Picard, 5 friends stumble their way through their first role-playing game as the crew of this Federation starship, exploring strange new worlds, keeping peace in the galaxy, defending their keyboards from kids and cats, and going clumsily, if not boldly, where no one has gone before. Captain's Log Supplemental. We've been diverted from our medical mission to chase down a research vessel that has been hijacked by one of its scientists. We've managed to locate the rest of the crew stranded on a planet by the hijacker, but local animal life is preventing us from reaching them. Meanwhile, the hijacker is still on the run, flying the stolen ship into parts unknown.
So Dr. Teal tries to throw the gushers, and she does not...
She fails.
She doesn't do so great this time. Okay, so she threw the gushers. The gushers didn't work on the last 3. So the last 3 apparently are not interested in gushers, but they are now...
Monsters.
perked up at your presence.
Okay,
that you
so
have
how
used
do,
now.
Disgusting feature about them.
how do I shoot them?
Well, your turn. Your turn was taken up by
Throwing gushers.
throwing things
The gushers.
at them. So it's now their turn.
Panther.
Oh.
Can't Panther go?
Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't combat before. Like it's not.
Well, is this combat? Are these NPCs?
If we're starting combat, then we go first.
Combat began the moment we threw the turkey.
It's actually a good question as to what constitutes, like, whether throwing gushers at them would count as a combat action or not.
Technically, all we did before was feed them.
I look forward from hearing from the game makers.
Yeah, I'll be sure to put that question on the forum. I'll be sure to note it in my log. Okay, Panther can go ahead and take the first action, but they are definitely coming for you now.
Okay. All right. So Panther is going to shoot them.
Okay, go ahead and shoot him.
So there is the charge effect.
Mm-hmm.
What does the charge effect do? I can't remember.
Yeah, let me look
It's
it up.
Oh wait, I do have it written down. The weapon has an adaptable energy supply, allowing its potency to be scaled to different levels. Attacking with this weapon, they may add one of the following weapon damage effects to the attack: area, intense, piercing 2, or vicious 1.
Ooh,
if
area,
you
maybe.
perform the prepare minor action, which you can do if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
prepare, do charge. The 3 of them are all clustered together, right? Would I be able to hit all of them with the area effect? If I was
The
to
area effect would
connect?
definitely apply in this situation.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use the area effect and try to knock them all out with one
Okay.
shot.
Go for it. Control and security, difficulty 2.
All right. I am going to spend. We're full on momentum, yeah,
Correct.
No, we spent 1 momentum earlier.
but we got it back.
Did we?
Yeah, I think you're full up right now.
Yeah, we've been full because we've
I
been
have you
rolling
as full
really
up.
well. So
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 3 momentum to get 4 die. I'm also just checking to see if there's any focuses or values or talents.
Okay.
There's none listed. You've said that we can like add them as we go to see if as they become applicable. I don't think I want to add one now, but I'm just noting.
Yeah, on supporting characters you can. I don't know how much we've done on Panther yet.
Not a lot, just a couple. I added one a little earlier. Added nimble to his focuses.
Okay. Well, make sure that whenever we do that it's called out and agreed upon to in the moment.
And make sure that the rest of the crew mocks him for tripping on his feet while running.
After having a nimble.
He didn't. He wasn't the captain. All right, rolling. And 3 successes.
Okay. So you get 1 point back and you succeed at it, and then the area effect happens. So within reach of the
Wait,
initial...
how many momentum did you spend there?
3, and I got 1
Oh,
back.
okay, got it.
Yeah, and it was difficulty 2, 3 successes, so 1 back. Attack automatically affects any character or damageable object within reach of the initial target, and then one additional target within close range of the initial target for each effect rolled. So how much? So okay, roll damage.
Roll the damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Yeah. So Panther destroys all of them instantly.
Yeah. There's 7 effect there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
7 effect and 9 damage to the one I was aiming at.
There should be a fall off though on the effects. Then one additional target within close range. Oh no. Okay, so the fall is in turn. Yeah. So there's 3. So since you had 7 effects, yeah, you got plenty. Yeah. So I'd say that takes out all of them. Good job.
Captain, I got them.
I got him, Captain. Okay.
Maddox away team, what was that? I didn't hear that.
We got him.
Sorry, I was talking at good speed.
Okay. At this point, everybody can run into the cave system without having to roll for it, if that's what you guys would like to do.
That's what
Yeah.
we would like to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but now we're hungry.
Now we have
Still
nothing
got-
except bananas.
Well, did you pick up?
I could go for a
I mean, we
banana.
can pick up the gushers because nobody ate the gushers.
Yeah,
Let's get them on
that's-
the way out, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Has it been 5 seconds?
Wait, did you throw the gushers separately, or did you throw a bag of gushers?
That's a critical question.
They're still in. No wonder it didn't catch their attention. It was still in the
Dr.
packages.
Teal, did you throw a bag of gushers?
And as you're dressing down Dr. Teal about this very important matter, you
I
actually...
respectfully asked the DM to stop talking. Dr. Teal, did you throw a bag of gushers?
No, I threw a handful of gushers, but because I rolled a 0, they must have all stuck together as a clump and
Okay,
stuck to my hand and then just
Okay.
hit my leg.
okay.
Okay, is the Exo satisfied with that answer?
I think that's just it's in poker. There's something called a bad beat, and you know what? That happens sometimes, and that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that we were setting ourselves up for success, and that in the future, when we're throwing food as a distraction, and this,
Yeah.
by the way, this is where I'm looking at the whole team.
Sure.
In the future, when we throw food as a distraction, the important thing to do for, animals and things that we're trying to attract is make sure they're not wrapped in plastic. 'Cause
Yes,
they're not
sir.
going to be as interested in them. Now, this is not
Right.
for you. You did the right thing. Hey,
Okay.
everybody look at Dr. Teal. Everybody look at Dr. Teal and say thank
Hi,
you.
Teal.
Say thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Teal.
You're
Say
welcome.
thank
Thank you,
Hi.
Dr. Teal.
Dr. Teal,
Teal.
you're doing great. You're doing great. Everybody's doing great. This mission is going great. I'm really proud of you
We
guys.
appreciate you, Dr. Teal.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And behind you, as this conversation is going on, are the 3 healthy scientists performing CPR on the 4th one.
Okay, run.
You guys are all inside the cave right now. You see the 4 scientists in pretty close proximity. And yeah, 3 of them seem to be fine. The 4th one is not in good shape. And that's the situation. What would you guys like to do?
I run up to the most in good shape one that I can find and go, "Hi, we are from the starship Tempest, and we're here to help. What is going on?"
And he looks at you and says, "Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?"
And I,
No, they say,
Good speed punches again.
So one of the healthy scientists that you are talking to is a doctor. Well, her first name is Gyrol. So here she is. Here's Gyrol, and she says, "Oh, thank God you're here to help. Charlie here, he was stung by or bitten by one of those things out here. We were able to take cover in the caves here, but we need to get him back to your sick bay as quickly as we can. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be able to hang on."
okay, what happened?
I don't know. We were tracking a signal that we thought belonged to one of the Specs creatures. We Well, can we get Charlie back to your sickbay first, and then I can
Yeah,
I can tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened.
Can we scan them and see if they're like contagious, or is this going to be can we?
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can.
Dr. Teal, can you make sure?
Yeah.
Or Dr. Teal, I assume Dr. Teal has a medical bag and can maybe like help.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly full of food, but
Yeah.
She actually-
80% lunches, but
She
I
actually
did
forgot to bring the
others.
medical tricorder because she just ran out of space.
Leave the hypo spray. Take the cannolis.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do a medicine and control scan, difficulty 2, if you want to do something like that.
And this is a focus, yeah? Because medicine?
Sure. Is one of your focuses medicine?
It sure is.
We might need to fix that.
Yeah, well, when I made this, I didn't know what I was doing. So
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. But just like the doctor having a focus in medicine seems a little.
on the nose.
well, the doctor having a focus in race cars doesn't make much sense, so it might as well be medicine.
I mean, what else would her focus be? I'm confused by the conversation. All right,
Ooh.
3.
Okay.
Success.
All right.
A very
and you get a
success.
point of momentum back. Good work.
Yeah, huzzah.
Okay. Yeah. So
I think we're
there's
back to full on
definitely
momentum, aren't we?
there's definitely toxin running through Charlie's system. That's definitely what's causing his situation. He's sweating profusely. As far as you can tell, there's no toxin or anything else related to related to the creatures in any of the other scientists. There does not seem to be any danger of contagion that you can tell.
Okay,
Commander Goodspeed, let's get back to the ship, please.
let's get back to sickbay.
Yes, I think that is a good idea. So let's just get right out to the very edge of the cave so we can get in beaming range and get ourselves back up on board.
Okay. So you head out to so you're right on the outside edge of the cave. The creatures have finished off the turkey at this point.
Oh, Jesus.
And so they've noticed you. So,
Monsters.
Engineer Eel,
Yeah,
go ahead and do a beam out, difficulty 1.
yeah. I don't know what 2 things I'm supposed to pick to do that.
Control
ship help
and
as well?
engineering. And yes, the ship can
Oh,
help.
control engineering. All right.
Yeah.
What is the ship roll?
Yes.
Computers and...
Computers and engineering.
Okay.
You taking care of it, Travis?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
The ship got 1 success.
Oops, did I do it? I didn't do it.
Ooh.
I got a critical failure and a success.
Well, we
still
got
succeeded.
success.
Okay.
The critical failure was just that, first I beamed them elsewhere, and then I put them on the ship.
The critical failure
Is
is
that
that
what it
she did
was?
not beam the gushers back with them.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I put them on the holodeck, and then I didn't.
Okay.
Because there is no holodeck.
The holodeck looked like space.
So that was the
they're just
complication.
out in space.
So, would you like to give me a threat or take a complication?
Threat.
Yeah, I guess you get a threat then.
Okay. All right.
Threat, and let's get
Yeah.
moving.
So you all beam aboard. You take Charlie to the sick bay. Unless you want to claim something else, I'm assuming you're going to start treating him right away.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else.
No, we want to interrogate him first.
Is
Yeah.
there something else?
No, I don't want to be like. And then you obviously you do this next thing, and then you guys are like, wait
Oh.
a second, I wanted to do that. So
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'll,
Sorry, I'm not
I'll-
trying
Take
to
him back
like
to the ship.
drop a.
He's being treated, and we're headed
Yeah.
out, I'm assuming, to go catch up to the Monarch.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm treating Charlie,
Charlie.
and
It's a
and
little
his
unprofessional, but-
his well, that's the only name they've given me. And his crew members are okay.
Yeah, they're all fine.
They're all fine. So
Okay.
where can they go? Because I don't want
to-
them in my sick bay. Get out of here.
To the conference room.
Okay,
To
goodbye.
debrief us.
Okay.
Get
Yeah.
out,
So
get out of my sick bay.
Get out of my sick bay.
we'll resolve Charlie real quick here, and oops, I think I erased something on my thing. Okay, there we go.
Oh my God. Was it Mayfly?
No, not Mayfly.
We'll resolve Charlie here real quick. So just do a control and medicine difficulty 2 for me, and that will determine his fate.
Oh Jesus.
Well, he's alive.
Good job,
he's
Dr.
alive.
T.
You got him.
You're
Okay.
welcome. He's alive and fixed, and you're welcome.
You're able to flush the toxin out of his system without any ill effects. Stabilize him. He's still obviously weak and out of it, so he's still resting in sickbay. But he
wakes up and he like blinks his eyes and he looks at me and I'm already eating a banana and I'm like, here, do you want one?
You need some potassium after your ordeal. Okay, so Charlie's okay, and meanwhile, while that is happening, the rest of you meets with Gyrol, the female doctor that you talked to down there, in the conference room to get her side of the story. She tells you that the Monarch had detected a signal that they believed was associated with the Project Specs aliens nearby, and that they had just proceeded to try to track down the signal and move into the next quadrant of space to track it down, when, apropos of nothing, apparently, Budala, Roger Budala, the scientist, pulled a phaser on the other three of them that were on the bridge. Said, "I'm sorry, I've got to do this. This might be my only opportunity." Stunned them all, and then they woke up on the surface of the planet.
Oh boy.
Do you guys have any particular questions for her?
I'm not there, right? I'm in sick bay, so that's up to the fellas.
I don't have any other questions. I just want to make sure that we are en route at maximum warp to intercept the Monarch's last known position, though, right? Like, that's already taken care of?
Yep.
I'd like to know if they have any more information about the signal they received.
What signal do you mean exactly?
You said that they had gotten a signal.
Oh,
Yeah, did they get any information on the signal itself?
Oh, yeah, it wasn't so much of a signal as it was a, signature of that potentially a Specs alien had been in the vicinity recently. And, that it was a strong indication that maybe one of their ships or something had been nearby recently and then therefore might still be somewhere in the area, and that they were going to try to track it down.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, unless you guys have something else, we will fast forward to catching up to the Monarch, basically.
Go!
All right.
Okay.
Go.
So be it.
Engage.
So let me pull you guys onto the right page. Where is it? There it is. Let me pull you guys down to it. All right. So, the Monarch is traveling away from the Tempest at warp 9.2 presently.
Jesus.
And those especially astute readers of the mission briefing might notice that it is higher than the actual maximum warp speed of what the ship should be capable of. But right now it is in front of you. It is traveling at warp 9.2, and you're able to keep up with it for the time being.
Okay. Good speed. What do you know about these? What type class? What class of ship is it?
Oh, it's an Eerie class.
An Airy class?
As in, the kind of thing that a Falcon makes a home in, an Airy.
Okay. Oh, sure. I know what that is. Good speed. What do you know about these Airy class starships? Obviously, they're not supposed to be going at 9.3. So, is there anything?
Yeah, these guys. This is a rugged. These guys are a pretty rugged ship. They've got a Type 7 phaser bank, tractor beam, standard stuff. Bucket seats, rich Corinthian leather.
Bucket seats.
But it usually cruises. These things only hold...
The 442.
These things only hold about 5 people, so it's not very big. To see one of these guys going at 9.2 is a little bit, ooh, what are they doing? Because usually they max out at an 8. So either they've figured something out and they've got some jazz going into the engine, or they are breaking the warranty pretty bad.
Assuming they're breaking the warranty, Holden, I'll bring you into this conversation as well. How long can we expect them to maintain that speed before breaking down?
And also, don't even get me started on warranties in a post-money economy.
I'm not sure.
It's still paperwork.
I can't imagine that they can keep going for a long time, but they're going faster than we can, so they're going to be able to get away from us regardless either way, unless we can slow them down or stop them in some way.
If the thing has if the thing's got to have a command prefix code.
Yeah, the 5-digit code that gives you complete command over a starship.
Do we have all of those written down? somewhere in like a book?
Let's ask the Tempest and see what she has to say. So we go over to the computer and we look up the USS Monarch's prefix codes.
And unfortunately, the Tempest is on its break at the moment, so she's... yeah, there is actually a prefix code for one of these ships in the system, so...
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just let you have it. Yeah, you're able to look up the prefix code for the Monarch.
Okay,
All right,
so...
let's drop him out of warp.
All right.
Okay, so actually applying the prefix code is going to be a task, however, so that's going to be control and engineering with the ship's computers and engineering, and that's going to be difficulty 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Holden can do that, and the ship is assisting.
Mm-hmm.
Because does the ship assist, or can one of the other characters assist as well? I'm not sure how that works. It's a task, so like in theory, 2 characters can, but if the ship is also assisting.
Yeah, I think I remember reading something along the lines of like only so many people can fit around a console. So the idea is like the ship plus a person can assist, but only one person.
Okay, so like me, Goodspeed, and the ship can all roll for this.
Yes.
I'd
Okay.
say so. Yeah.
I assume Goodspeed will
So
help.
the idea is that basically the 2 of you are at the same console, like working it out.
Okay, and you said it was what difficulty?
3.
All right.
All right, and this is a what? Control and what?
Control and engineering. Ship is computers and engineering.
I have a 14. What do you got there, Holden?
I got a 16.
Okay, yeah, you should go prime. I'll go as assist, and you
I'm
should
also-
probably spend a momentum if you would like to, maybe.
I believe I am going to. So, all right. 3, 2, 1, roll.
3 successes.
All right.
Okay, you got it.
And we gotta do 1 for the ship as well.
All right, go for it.
It was computers and engineering, you said?
Correct.
Ship didn't help anyway. So.
Okay, no worries.
But Holden did it all by himself.
What a shocker.
You guys got it. You spent a point of momentum that you don't get back, but you got it. Essentially this actually should have been quite a bit easier than it was. You guys definitely did encounter some resistance in this that you should not have encountered. But ultimately, you're able to.
You mean typing a number into a console that we did
Yes.
bad at?
So you
Well, the console was sticky. Someone had spilled some soda on it earlier.
Oh,
so that was a
yeah.
little tougher.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's Gusher's residue.
And we got slowed down by Kirstie Alley asking a number of questions.
that were really not.
What are we doing?
pertinent or
I don't
urgent.
understand.
No, actually, the resistance came from the fact that you entered the code, and it should be a fairly straightforward process. But when you did enter the code and transmitted it to the Monarch almost seemed to try to reject it in some way, almost as if there was code inside of the Monarch itself that was trying to reject the prefix code that you were sending over. But ultimately, your code, the prefix code, prevailed, and the Monarch shuts down, it drops out of warp, and it becomes dead in space.
I'm a hero.
Yeah, you did great work, Holden says, staring at Goodspeed.
Oh, I love everybody here. Okay. All right. So bring us alongside the Monarch. I imagine we catch up to them with little time delay.
Yeah, you can, at this point you can just kind of come up alongside them.
All right. Give me a tactical scan, Panther.
So make that a security control, sensors and security.
Travis, you want to do Panther again? I'll do the ship.
Yep. You said control and security?
Yeah.
And sensors and security.
Oh, and where is Holden on the bridge right now, or is he in engineering?
I don't know. Where did he just do that?
Holden's on the bridge.
Okay.
I mean, we were meeting in the conference room with all the people, so...
Right. I'm just making sure. Okay.
Oh. And what was the difficulty level? Sorry, I missed it.
1.
1? Okay. Alright, 1 success for Panther.
Okay.
Captain, I seem to have gotten something.
Okay, let's have it.
Well, ask me a question. What do you want to know?
That's a good question. It's a tactical scan. So their armaments, their shield status, their.
How many people are on board?
So there's only 1 life sign. Their weapons are not armed at the moment, nor were they armed before you provided the prefix code.
Okay.
If that's the question. The life supports, the environmental systems are fluctuating a little bit, but they're still within levels that would sustain a humanoid's, human life form.
What's the temperature?
It is warmer than normal.
You sly dog.
Where is it pointing? Like, where was the ship pointing towards when it was speeding?
Yeah, can we tell where it was going?
Yeah, it was still pointed in the direction of the unidentified signal that you are still seeing on your long-range scans.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Is Mr. Rudder still? Is he on the bridge with us?
Yeah, he's there. He can be there with you.
All right. So Rudder, I just want to. So you wanted us to stop the Monarch. We've stopped the Monarch. She seems to be dead in space. She doesn't pose any tactical threat at the moment. What would you like us to do next? Since this is your show.
Well, I mean, there's life signs still on board. I'm assuming that's Roger, and he's in distress in some way. So we'll rescue him, I guess. I don't know, Captain.
I'm not a captain. Captain.
Help my friend.
All right, Eel, can you get a lock on the life sign on board the Monarch?
I suppose.
Okay. I'm imagining like a spin-off of the O'Brien at Work cartoon that's Eel at work.
I was picturing
And
Eel at home
like
and he's
the
in a
O'Brien
giant
at
fish
Work,
tank.
but like O'Brien at Work is like a kind of a sad sack cartoon feel to it, and I feel like Eel would be a substantially similar premise, but Eel has an edge to him. Like Eel has an anger at the world.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, he's got like stuff to do otherwise, so he's like, I'm reading, I'm having a tea, I'm whatever.
Okay.
Like,
Go ahead and
anyway, sorry,
do a
what do I
transporter
do?
task, difficulty 2. So that is control and engineering with the ship's computers and engineering.
All right.
Where are we beaming him to?
I'd say we beat him to
Just to the bridge?
Probably to. I was going to say to the
To
brig.
the brig.
Oh,
He
that's fair.
commandeered a vessel illegally. So, how about we just beam him on board the transporter team and have a security team waiting for him?
All right. There, done.
Good work, Panther.
Got it.
Or
Okay.
Eel.
Ew. Yeah, thanks.
So can we?
You got a point of momentum to win back if you want to still roll for the ship.
Sure. Computers and engineering, you said?
Yes. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you successfully beam him aboard. It is more difficult than you're expecting because his life signs are fluctuating in some kind of odd way, but it's not too terribly dramatic, and you're able to lock on after a moment and beam him aboard. And as soon as he materializes on the transporter pad, he collapses and he's unconscious.
Medical emergency transporter room 1.
Is he a person? Is he half technological amalgamation?
Why don't you get him into sickbay before you start asking those questions?
Wait. So, do I have to do this, or can the doctor just come get him?
Well,
No, yeah, we'll just say that he goes to sickbay.
He's gonna walk himself there.
no, I called the
security team
medical.
will carry him.
Yeah, I called the medical
all right.
emergency, so we're gonna
Well,
bring him over
We
to
got
there.
this.
Eel, yeah, you know what,
Yeah.
Eel?
Well,
good job.
good.
Go take a fiver and relax for a little bit. That's an order, Lieutenant.
All right, yes, sir. It's fine. I've got a nice chair right here.
Yeah, how come out of all of the various stations on the starship, the transporter operator doesn't have a chair? Like, that just seems
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, that's
That's
mean.
why I brought my own. I dragged it out of my quarters. I dragged it down 6 floors to get it here
Why didn't you take the turbo lift?
because I was making a point.
I also imagine that it's like the transporter room itself and the computer console and all of that is like, actual Star Trek production value, but the chair is just that foldy metal chair that is at every 4-H club in the world.
The only
It was
way.
a wicker chair.
The only way for Eel to have done that is to use the Jeffries tube systems, which wouldn't make any point to anybody at all.
Okay, so you take the unconscious Dr. Budala to sickbay. And as Dr. Teal examines him, she can tell right away that his skin is very pale. It's very devoid of color, and it does have a kind of a mottleish discoloration to it.
Yikes.
But he does not have any machinery type thing sticking out of his arms or anything like that. His skin is just a little mottled and gray and azure gray.
Does he have that? Does he have that fire ant syndrome or whatever that planet had?
Fire ant syndrome. A syndrome where someone is attacked by fire ants.
Oh, that's the worst syndrome.
I had it last year. It was terrible.
It's
Yeah.
fire blood fire. Fire ant blood?
Let's focus, people. All right, I'm gonna. I'd like to accompany Teal in the sick bay.
I bet you would.
Heyo.
Sorry.
I think you misconstrued my last eye-to-eye nonverbal transmission I made.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
you-
she took entirely the wrong message.
Yeah,
from that.
you gave me some
nonverbal
weird eyes there. So
Anyway, let's do a bioscan and get a full bioscan and see what's happening to his physiology.
all right.
Okay,
And I'll assist because I'm pretty good at science and control. Is that what it
Is
would be,
it-
Brian?
Medicine, actually.
So you got to read on all of his organs. They're all Borg.
All Borg. Is that insight or control?
What would it be, Brian?
Control the medicine.
Control of
Medicine.
medicine.
Yeah, because control work in the scanner or whatever.
Yeah, it could be. I could see it being either. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with control.
And difficulty?
3.
Oh, 3. Wait, I didn't.
Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you that
yeah, I
before
didn't know that.
momentum.
All right.
So I'll let you roll again if you want to spend momentum. on it.
Yes, I would spend momentum for 3.
Oh, I got a critical failure.
Oh no!
Captain.
Oh,
I
wow.
got
Oh, boy.
2 failures and 1 success. Ugh.
Okay. Yeah. So the readings that come back are
you
very
kill him.
confusing.
Yeah, we basically
Uh,
just tripped over him.
You tripped over the cord that plugs in the biobed, and that was it. He just died instantly.
Whoops. Sorry, Doctor.
Yes.
Oopsie.
So you do a full bioscan, and you're getting very, very odd readings that you can't really pin down. They're just very confusing. There does seem to be some kind of presence or something within his bloodstream that seems to be altering his physiology in some way. It is an ongoing
Some sort
process.
of nanobots, maybe?
Is it love?
If you had rolled better, you might have gotten more specific information about the nature of that foreign pathogen. But
It's love.
Since
As
I did get
your
a
best guess is that it's love.
critical failure complication now, fuck it, it's him, not me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Jeez.
Maddox now has fire ant syndrome.
Fire ant syndrome.
It's contagious.
If you go with the excuse me, if you go with the complication, then that is going to mean any further attempts to scan his biology are going to be difficulty +1.
Okay.
It'll be easier once half of his biology is mechanical, and then we can just use engineering.
Captain, this is Holden.
Yeah, go ahead, Holden.
I would suggest that we beam over to that ship and investigate the ship itself to see what was going on with the ship.
Okay.
Ship.
Let-
I'm going to say ship one more time because I said it several times.
Let me ask you this question: How fast at what speed can we reach while towing the Monarch with the tractor beam? Because I want to set course to that destination that they were headed.
Well, I would suggest that we check it out to make sure everything's okay with it. But I mean, we just shut it down with the prefix codes. We could turn it back on and then just
Ooh, that's a
have
good point.
small crew
Okay.
in there and use inset button.
Yeah, can I? Hey, am I in the room for this discussion?
You're over his shoulder yelling at him. Yeah.
Can I suggest that we may? I don't know how good we feel about the prefix codes, or we want to just shoot an engine to sell, but whatever was happening in there, the fact that we got the code prefix semi-rejected before it went through makes me think there's something else going on here that's giving that ship a little bit of extra AI capability, and I don't want that thing starting to act up on us and maybe try and get away. I would love to further immobilize it somehow.
All right.
We can put a tractor beam on it while we go over and investigate it.
Okay.
Would that work?
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah. How about you two head over there and bring whatever detail you'd like? I might suggest
Mayfly.
Mayfly,
And may fly.
and keep me posted.
All right.
Okay. You guys are beaming over then. Good speed, Holden, may fly. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Yep.
Would
Okay.
Eel also come at that point? For more? Nah, just 3 of us. It's a small ship.
No, that's fine. Don't get my hopes up.
Eel is still in a timeout from earlier.
Right.
You,
So got a little
but
mouthy with the captain.
Well,
But you say this as you step onto the transporter pad, so Eel is right there as this
Yeah.
conversation.
The
Right.
standard engineering away team is 2 engineers and bait, so everything's covered.
right.
Do we need to roll to attach the tractor beam, or are you just going to say we put a tractor beam on?
No, yeah, I'll just let you do it.
Alright.
I will also let you beam over, I still want you guys to be able to treat the injured doctor if you
Okay.
want.
Well, let's finish that test since we started it, and then we can cut over to them transporting over.
Well, so actually treating him is going to be an extended task.
Sorry, summarize this real quick.
Yeah. So this is what's called an extended task, which means it's like a normal task, except it takes an extended period of time to accomplish. So instead of rolling, in this case, a control and medicine difficulty 3 task just once,
Okay.
you will roll it once, and then if you succeed, you will roll a number of challenge dice, which is essentially the equivalent of rolling for damage in combat. Right? This is the amount of damage you're doing in this task. You do that over and over again until you have completed the whole extended task, and however many attempts it takes you translates into the amount of time in universe that it took. So essentially, if you have to do it 5 times and each interval is 15 minutes, that's 5 times 15.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So I do control medicine difficulty 3, so I have to spend a momentum to roll 3. Yeah?
Correct.
Correct, and I will be assisting you, but I can only roll 1 die at all, so...
Okay.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, go.
Wow!
Hey!
It's a good thing you're here, because
Whew.
I got a critical failure again.
A 2, and a 1.
Yeah, nicely done.
Okay. So now
Thank
go to your character sheet, and where it says
Challenge dice.
challenge dice.
That's 5 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you succeeded, and I passed out because it was too much for me.
Yeah, but do I get 2 momentum back?
You're full up -1, so you only get 1 back. However, you can use them. You can use them like instantaneously in an extended task in a certain way.
Oh, okay.
Specifically how, I forget, but let me try to look it up real quick. Okay. The character rolls 2 challenge dice plus an additional equal to the discipline used for the task. So it was medicine, so whatever your medicine is, plus 2, that's the number of challenge dice you roll. What's your medicine value?
Oh, my medicine value is 5.
Ooh, then you get to roll 7 challenge dice.
I'm awesome. Okay.
But wait, how does the additional momentum help though? Does it add more than 1? Does it add another die to that then?
Extended tasks and momentum. So you can do an additional point of work for 1. You can do piercing, which means you can ignore up to 2 resistance, and this task does have a point of resistance on it. Or you could spend 1 to re-roll your work, so you can re-roll any number of challenge die from the current task. So if you roll your challenge die and you come up snake eyes and everything, you can spend a momentum to re-roll. You can also spend a point of momentum to ignore the point of resistance that's involved. And you can also spend 1 point of momentum to increase the amount of work done by +1. And so you guys have 8 points of momentum at the moment, so if you were to spend all of them, you could add 8 points of work on top of whatever you roll.
Don't we have like, what'd you say, 1 or 2 extra that she needs to spend immediately or we lose?
We have 1 extra right now.
1 extra
One
to
extra.
spend
One
one
extra, okay.
immediately, yeah.
Do I have to decide before I roll the challenge dice?
No.
Okay, well, let's roll these and see what happens.
Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4, and how many did I need?
So as of right now, you did 4 points of work, -1 point of resistance, so 3 points of work. And yeah, so at the moment you've done 3 points of work. Now you can spend momentum to change that number in various ways.
Why don't I re-roll? Because I had 3 bagels in there.
Okay, go for it.
So she just re-rolls the bagels, though, right?
Yes. Good point, yes. Correct.
Okay, so just roll 3 now.
Yeah, so you don't have to give up the good ones in that roll. You can just re-roll the zeros.
Okay, I like that. Okay. 3 and 1, 2, 3, go.
Nice. Well done.
3
work.
successes.
And on that reroll, you got 3 effects. So you have 7 points of work done.
Yay!
Minus 1 point of
Nice.
resistance. So that's
Okay.
6 total points of work.
Okay.
Which
Do I do this whole thing again? How much work
That's
do
a
I have to
breakthrough.
do?
that is a breakthrough. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. So what did we need to? What was the threshold for the breakthrough? Like what did we need to get a
5.
breakthrough? 5. Got it. Okay.
5, okay.
All right. Well done, Teal. That's
Thanks.
one. That's one.
That's one.
Now,
Thank you,
No.
Captain.
now do we want to do it again, or do we want to go to Holden and Goodspeed?
Let's do one more on this, and then we'll cut over to the Monarch, and we'll give them a minute, and then we'll cut back and resolve this. Finish resolving this.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead. Let's go ahead and run through that again.
Do the whole thing again.
So the
Okay,
whole thing
so rolling, control, and medicine.
Hey, I actually helped this time.
Hey, nice.
Oh.
Wow, nice.
Ooh,
Ooh,
2,
real
3,
well.
4. That's 5 successes there.
So we get
Okay. So
so we get the momentum back. So we have a free one floating to use again.
correct.
Okay, so I'll use it on the challenge dice.
Do the same
Okay.
thing again. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3,
Very
4,
nice.
5, 6.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now roll 3 more. Well, I guess we don't even need to. Like we already.
It's just a 1. I got
Yeah,
1
but
more.
regardless, even on your
But it's
first
still a
roll,
breakthrough.
we already made
Oh,
the
but 5
breakthrough.
was a...
Yeah,
Oh,
you got
okay.
your breakthrough. I mean, you still want to get a
can you get
full
more than
counting
one
of the work
breakthrough?
points, even if you have a breakthrough. But
Okay.
so let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 points of work.
Number 6.
So that is definitely another breakthrough. And
But
you
that's
really just have 2 points of
12
work left.
total.
So even if you
Okay.
I say just do it. Let's
Yeah.
just clear it out.
Just do it? Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
y'all are killing it.
but
Okay, here we go.
Okay, but I do want to make the point
No?
that this is happening simultaneously. So that was half an hour that just passed. This will be another 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
then we'll jump back that 45 minutes for you guys
Oh,
to get
okay.
the moniker.
So got it. Okay, understood.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and do
Ready?
it one last time. You only
Ready, set,
need
go.
2 points, more points of work to finish off the task.
Jeez, damn! You are
Yes.
you are a good doctor.
I know.
That doctor is just killing it.
Well,
Okay, so that succeeds.
That doctor is just saving it.
Hey,
You got
Yeah,
one
there you
more
go.
point
You're
of
welcome
momentum
for
to
me
play
not
around with.
presenting a critical failure this time.
yes, thank you for that. Ready, challenge dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's all you
Well,
need.
And you had
Reroll.
an extra.
That's all we needed.
Yeah, you had an extra momentum, right?
Yep.
We did, so
we'll
roll it
reroll
anyway.
3 of them. And
Well, no. All right.
1, 2, 3 more.
You don't actually need it because you finished it off just fine.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I finished. Oh, I only needed 2. Right.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna lose it anyway.
Yeah.
okay,
Either way, we destroyed
Might
it.
as well. I just
So-
wanted
Work,
to
too.
knock it out of the park there.
knock it out the box, Luke. Knock it out.
Knock it out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a deep cut.
Wow.
Okay.
Doesn't date any of us at all.
All right, so you're able to successfully remove whatever this strange pathogen is in his system. The color starts to return to his skin. His complexion starts to clear. He doesn't regain consciousness immediately, but his life signs definitely stabilize.
Phew.
And he seems to be out of the woods of whatever he was suffering from.
Out of the woods,
And he's gonna wake up here in just a minute. But before we do that, we're gonna jump over to the Monarch.
Do we know what he was suffering from?
Borg.
Before we deal with all of that, so we're gonna jump over to the Monarch and see what Goodspeed and company are up to.
Can we
So-
retcon that in the background that her music of choice was Bjork
Well,
during
yeah,
the
why would it not
surgery?
Yeah, obviously.
We'll have to roll for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you guys materialize on the bridge of this small survey vessel.
Boy, it sure is nice over here on the Monarch.
Yeah. The lighting is definitely dimmer than it
A little Borgish.
normally would be.
Boy, it sure
It's-
is dim over
It's
here.
definitely warmer and more humid than you are accustomed to. And
Bit toasty.
plugged into one of the consoles on the bridge is what seems to be the artifact that they mentioned from the research outpost. That does look like a humanoid arm, but like a mechanical version of a humanoid arm that ends in kind of a
What are the odds?
that ends in sort of a manipulator at the end where a hand would be, and that is plugged into the console itself with some pretty strange looking wires connecting into it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Doesn't that look so weird? And it's
That's
definitely
so-
something you guys, as characters, have never encountered
experienced.
before.
Never seen.
Holden, what do you make of this arm?
It looks like an arm, sir, but mechanical in nature.
Yes.
Let's scan it.
Yes. Let's scan this arm with our arm scanners.
So do a control plus arm scan, difficulty arm.
I'm going to do a control plus engineering.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Okay?
Am I rolling and you are assisting? Or are
Difficulty
you rolling?
difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. You are assisting me. Holden, please. Thank you.
All right.
I had 1 success. You had
Nice.
one
One
success.
success as well.
Okay.
So we succeeded.
Tell us
Okay.
about the arm machine.
Teamwork.
Nice teamwork, boys.
So the arm
Thank
definitely
you.
Tell us about
is-
the arm master.
Everybody shut up. It's exposition time.
Oh no, that's a fair point.
Get your little milk cartons.
From the outside, the arm looks entirely mechanical, like it has no biological components to it at all. However,
Oh boy!
with your
On the
scanning,
inside, it's lonely.
with your scanning, you can tell that there is definitely an organic component to it, including what seems to be some sort of nano device technology comprising the inside of it, including what looks like some kind
Some
of
sort of arm-shaped appendage.
nano device delivery system built into the arm itself.
That was a pretty effective scan.
Do you have any questions you would like to ask?
Should we address those questions to the arm?
Please direct all your questions to the
Please
arm.
direct all questions to the arm.
Excuse me, arm. Are you connected to the ship?
Yes, it's very clearly connected to the ship with some.
Can we give you a
cables running
hand?
into
A
it.
hand.
Should we unplug it from the ship?
Nope.
Should we unplug it from the ship and return it to our ship in some sort of a, like,
Bag.
beam the arm to the brig or something?
We've just taken Thing hostage. Well, no, I was trying to read if we can tell what the arm is doing with the ship, since it seems like there's something going wacky with the ship and there's an arm plugged into it. And we read that there are nanobots of some sort. Like, can we tell what's actually happening?
Yeah, Holden, can you pull the command logs from what commands were sent at this console over the past, umpteen hours?
Yeah, if you want to look into the ship's computer systems, you can do that. That'll be
Sure.
a task roll.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so that'll be control and engineering, difficulty 2.
I'll help.
Yeah,
Mayfly is standing guard over the arm.
but not too close.
Mayfly is hesitantly eating a turkey sandwich in the background.
3 successes.
3 successes between the two of us.
Yeah, so you try to access the ship's computer systems and its logs, its sensor logs, its comm logs, and all that sort of thing. You can tell that you can find basically the quick distress signal that Charlie, the scientist, sent to the other scientists when shit first went down. At some point shortly after that, something from the arm, some alien thing, obviously from the arm, started infiltrating the rest of the ship systems, started kind of corrupting the data and operating system of the ship itself, and rewriting code, and generally infecting the ship as it existed prior.
Yeah. I think we should unplug it.
Yeah, at this point, the arm and the ship are intermingled pretty extensively, but there is still a pretty clear dividing line that you can tell for the moment. However, that it's like a root system, right? The roots are growing into the ground and taking hold as time goes on.
All right. Well, get the roundup and let's yank this thing out of the wires.
Okay. So
Stand aside, sirs. I'll take care of it.
So Mayfly grabs it and pulls.
So to disconnect the arm from the rest of the ship is going to be a control and engineering task, difficulty 4.
Oof.
Yikes!
Ouch.
It's tough, yeah.
You should spend some memento.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend at least 1 momentum to go up to 3. You said difficulty 4.
Correct.
Can you use focus and values at the same time? Or no?
I will allow it with the caveat that the focus can apply to the determination points, right? So you get 2 automatic successes. You can't use a focus to double that to 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But the focus will apply to anything that you roll.
I'm just going to hold off on the focus anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Well, I have a focus of invention and starship design. I also have talents of technical expertise and bold engineeringness, and I believe that all of those things can help me yank cables out of a wall.
What do the 2 talents do? What's the language on them?
I can't remember.
Oh, they have actual language? I don't know.
Oh,
Technical
yeah.
expertise.
Talents are like special rules. So
Okay.
they all
I'm
have...
an expert, technically.
Yeah, I wrote mine down on a sheet, but
Yeah.
none of mine apply.
I don't care anymore. I've lost interest.
All right.
Cool, that's exactly what the
I'm
Game
gonna,
Master always wants to hear from one of his players.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a determination point.
Okay.
Yep.
Because difficulty is another word for fun.
Okay.
There
Cool.
you go.
So
I'll allow that.
the fact that we are messing with this like brand new, totally strange technology that is
Hell
super
yeah.
difficult.
Hell yeah.
So that drops that's 2 automatic successes, correct?
Correct.
All right.
So you got 2
I'm
more
also
you
going
gotta
to
find.
spend a momentum to grab 1 extra die, and
Okay.
then me and Goodspeed will roll to try and get this thing out of here.
Okay.
I roll a success.
Wow.
And Holden rolls
rolls
3
3
successes.
Okay.
We take the arm out, we sever the connections, and then I bite the wrist. I take a big gash out of it.
as a show of dominance,
And I high five it.
and then you slap the other person with it in like a Three Stooges routine. But yes, you're able to successfully pull it
Poor
out.
Mayfly.
The thing definitely fights you as you do it. It doesn't go easily or willingly. It almost seems to, I don't know, adapt to your efforts to disconnect it.
Go home, Brian.
But eventually you manage to pull it out and disconnect it, and it is now separated from the Monarch itself.
Cool.
All right. Does anything happen with the Monarch after we remove it?
It doesn't like immediately go back to normal or anything, but it doesn't do anything significant on its own either.
Can we send it to sickbay so Teal can fix it?
You could if Teal were in sickbay, but she's on the bridge again.
I like it here.
Always.
I'd say,
They keep the temperature
Yeah.
better here.
Holden, Mayfly, is there anything else we want to see around here, or should we go back to our ship?
I kind of want to see what this open door button does when I push it.
I would like to do a check with the ship to see if anything is changing.
Cool.
Before we go.
I think that's a great idea.
While we're here.
Control engineering difficulty 2.
All right.
I'll help you
We're
with that, too.
We're full on momentum, yes?
You're down 1, I think.
Doesn't matter. I'm helping.
Really? We got 4 successes on the last one. Did not that refill us?
No, because it was difficulty 4.
Hey, I just critically
Oh, you
failed.
sure did.
Well, hold on. We got 4 successes, but we had 2 automatic successes with the value. So we got
Right. Yeah.
2.
So 6. So
So we are full.
Yes. Okay. Fair.
All right. I wanted to use 1, which I'm gonna do now, knowing that we got a critical fail. But
Yeah.
I'm still gonna plan on using 1. So
Okay.
I pressed it. Oh my
Nice.
goodness!
Wow.
Holden
Okay.
got 4 successes. on
Yeah! We did it together!
Okay. So you used it and you got it back. Still critical success. Critical fail applies. However, so you do
threat for later.
Threat, please.
So you do succeed.
I'm just happy because it made you disappointed.
That's a success.
It's a double success for
A
me.
threat for me later is a complication now. Okay, but you do succeed at the task, and you can tell that the Monarch is still changing. Whatever was present before did not go away just because you managed to disconnect the artifact. The changes that are still happening or the changes that were happening are still happening. Maybe they're going slower than they were before, but honestly, you can't tell. They may not be.
Can we tell what the changes are exactly?
Is it puberty, sir?
It is rewriting. It is rewriting the code of the Monarch's computer
Copy
systems.
puberty.
It is also, however, affecting the hardware in some way as well. You
Yep,
can tell
that's
Because
Yep.
you rolled so well, I'll tell you that was because that was also responsible
Puberty.
for the ship's
Puberty.
better than usual warp speed and puberty.
Yep, it's getting faster. Its hardware is changing. Its software is changing. This is puberty.
Is the computer's voice getting lower?
Daisy.
It's squeaking every other word.
Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my suggestion, Goodspeed, as we head back, is we should probably keep the arm that we have in containment back
Yes.
on the ship, because clearly it
Absolutely.
causes
We
issues, so-
cannot let this thing interface with our computer system. I am serious about potentially beaming it to the brig.
Well, I was going to suggest we beam it to engineering with, like, a containment field around it.
Sure, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, well, you should definitely do what they do in Star Trek The Next Generation all the time, which is take the weird, unfamiliar, potentially dangerous piece of new technology and put it right next to the warp core. And then run
plug it
all
directly
kinds of
into the
experiments
No.
on it. Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it turns out to be a flute from a culture that died long ago.
9
You know,
times out
nine
of 10.
They
times.
didn't show. They showed one episode of that, but it turns out most of the senior staff have flutes from the same type of thing. Everybody's got a flute. Worf has a bass drum from a planet in the Jacobin system that went nova 300,000 years ago, and yet they had a bass drum. I don't know why they sent them there. So periodically he does that.
But Worf can play the hell out of that bass drum.
Yeah. Crusher got a triangle. I don't even want to talk about that. That culture was sad. Oh man, that culture was sad. And Mrs. Dr. Crusher got it. Wesley had a slide whistle. That wasn't from a culture. He just had a slide whistle.
All right.
Okay. All right.
And oddly, Transporter Chief O'Brien, he had a jazz saxophone from an ancient culture nobody understands, but the saxophone says on the side in ancient writing, "Property of Colm Meany."
What does that mean?
Column.
Yeah, especially because his name is Column.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It's written. It's not pronounced.
Yeah, that's fair.
try.
That's fair.
I had no idea how it was pronounced until I watched the Deep Space Nine documentary recently. So, no judgment
Cool.
on that front. Anyway, okay.
Yeah,
So
anyway.
you bring the artifact back.
So we're gonna put it in a flute box. Got
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna put it in a containment field. So
in a
the
flute
containment
box.
field is gonna be a roll. So give me control and engineering difficulty 3.
Ugh.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and spend a momentum on that one as well. And 3 successes.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Okay.
You're
and
welcome.
Can I spend a momentum to get another dice?
No, if you're assisting, you can't do.
I think I
any other
hit.
thing
Sorry,
to improve
Brian,
the
you were in the middle of talking, then I hit the button. That it did not work.
odds. That's fine.
But Holden succeeded.
But
so.
Holden did succeed. Okay, so you put a secure force field around it, for some reason, right next to the warp core.
You know what? You wanted us to play as if we were on the show, and so I am following the rules of the show, and now you're complaining.
That is totally fair. But it doesn't matter because the force field is secure.
The force field
enough.
is going to fail, and we're all going to die, so it's fine.
So
All right, so yeah, so the arm is contained totally and completely.
I just gotta say, looking back on your tasks, what a good string of rolling everybody's doing. Holy moly.
yeah, you guys have been
It's been
killing it
solid
today.
so far.
So have we beamed back over to the ship yet?
Yeah, I'll let you guys. I'll let you guys just beam over. I won't make you roll for it.
Good speed to Tempest. 3 to beam up, and I'll caution you, comedic beat, we are armed. and then I look at Holden and I give him a smile.
Yep. Holden is not amused.
And and also in light of current events in the episode, Maddox is like, is he serious?
And then I pick up
Holden actually finds it very funny, to be honest. Holden is a practical joker.
Then I pick up the artifact, I point it at Holden, and I make it do finger guns.
Holden finger guns down.
We hope you enjoyed part 2 of Primum non Nocere. What is this artifact and why does it resemble a humanoid arm? What does it mean that it appears to be part machine? What shocking and unexpected reveal are we in for during the next episode? Join the crew as we unravel the mystery in the penultimate episode of Season 1, next time on Starship Tempest. Meanwhile, as always, we need to thank you, dear listeners, for your support and interest in our little show. Thanks to you, it's not so little anymore. We're growing at a substantially accelerated rate, so much so that we're offering merchandise now. We have Tempest the coffee mug, Tempest the t-shirt, Tempest the flamethrower. One of those was a lie. Find us on social media under the handle Starship Tempest for details on how to get yourself some Tempest gear. Also, Lieutenant Doe wants you to know that for as little as $1 a month, you can become an honorary member of the crew. Check out patreon.com/Starship Tempest for details. And until then, be kind, stay safe, and we'll see you out there.